Hello everybody and welcome to the October edition of the PBC Now. I'm Ken Gerlinger. We're going to start our show this month by looking back at the PBC Cross Country Championships, which were run at Fort Benning, Georgia. On the women's side, it was Georgia College's Catherine Yost who was the individual champion. She covered the course in 17 minutes, 18.8 seconds. That is the fastest 5K time in the Peach Belt this year. She becomes the first Georgia College women's runner to win the individual championship. Looking at the women's team standings, and the University of North Georgia won their first ever cross-country title. All 5 Nighthawk scoring runners finished among the top 12, and they were 10 points ahead of second place Augusta. After the race, I had the opportunity to talk with North Georgia head coach Tom Williams.
Well, Coach, last night we talked, and you mentioned that you had a quiet expectation that something like this might happen. How was the reality compared to the expectation?
Great. You know, we had discussed, we looked at things, and we just needed to take care of business. Complete the task is something that we talk about. It ran out very fast, and they held together during that second portion of the race and moved up in the field and established themselves. And how can a coach be unhappy with a 7 in the top 15? You know, they exceeded my expectations. I knew they were ready to race. I knew they would be competitive in the field, but they exceeded my expectations.
Talk about that pace a little bit. It was a very, very fast race. Did that concern you when this started?
Yes, it did. You know, I looked where we were, and we were a little bit more conservative than some others in the race. So I didn't know if that was that conservative. Now I'll go back with the girls and kind of get their point of view of what they were looking at. But I believe I've had a couple girls PR for 2 miles in this race. But what I've told other coaches and parents that I have, yes, it's a fast course, but not always do people run on a fast course fast. So here's the difference of it is that there's a large group, not only ourselves, runners from Augusta, Flagler, so forth, they ran fast on a fast course. So kudos to Coach Evilhauser and putting the course together down here, because we were down in 9:23, and I think Olivia, that was 15th in the conference, she ran 19:10, and she ran 18:30 something today. I'm a great coach. No. The girls they work hard, and they just took advantage of something that was here today.
Talk about what this means in terms of a second place finish the last few years, especially for your upperclassmen and senior leaders on the team, to finally come home with that trophy.
Yeah, I told you this the other day. I wish Montevello was here, but unfortunately Tommy's not, and I'm sure he'll text me or email me, and I'll do the same for him. Yeah, we were not satisfied being runner-up. Brittany and Jenna been with me now for 4 years, and they would like to have seen something different, and that's the way it played out today. Brittany was first on the team, Jenna was second, and that's the way it should have worked out. You know, I have 2 seniors leading us to a conference championship. As a coach, I can't be any happier and prouder of those 2 girls.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the championship today, and we'll see you in the regional.
Yeah.
Now turning our attention over to the men's race, and the individuals, UNC Pembroke's Silas Kipkoech claimed the individual championship in a time of 24 minutes, 20.8 seconds. That is the 3rd fastest 8K time ever run at the Peach Belt Championship. Looking at the men's team standings, and Augusta University won the 2017 championship. That's their 3rd title in the last 7 years. All 5 Jaguar scoring runners finished among the top 8, and they were a dominant 43 points ahead of second place UNC Pembroke. Again, after the race, I had the chance to talk with Augusta head coach Adam Ward.
All right, well, Coach, talk about your team's effort today.
It was amazing, and our game plan was to come in and be patient. We knew at the championship a lot of folks like to get out hard and push the pace early, and with freshmen in our top 7, we said, guys, we just got to be patient, and the guys executed beautifully. They moved up late in the race like we wanted to, like we've kind of done all season long. I couldn't be more proud of the effort they gave, and the guys just worked so hard, and obviously they're very excited about it, so it's amazing.
Did you think the pace at the beginning was as fast as it could have been? Because it looked like it might have been a bit tentative to start.
I would say, yeah. I think I was actually a little shocked that it wasn't. I mean, the women's race went just insanely fast, and I was expecting the men's to do that, but I agree. Yeah, it was. I was a little shocked it didn't go out any faster than it did, but I think maybe if anything else, it kind of helped us out. Our guys kept their nerves down a little bit and things like that. But yeah, it was couldn't ask for a better course and great weather today and things like that. So hats off to Columbus for putting on a great championship.
Talk about Daniel Broadhead and his effort. I don't think anybody could have caught the Pembroke runner Kipkowicz today, but the way he paced your team, talk about that.
Oh, yeah. No, Daniel's been a standout runner for us all season long. He's definitely led us. And I think midway through he told me, hey, it's not happening today. And we just said, okay, let's just win the championship. Just go for the team and just do the best that you can and things like that. And, we'll try in 2 more weeks, but Silas is an amazing runner and things like that. So I definitely think that, we did what we had to do. We won the championship. That was our most important goal today.
So talk about how this propels you into the regionals. I don't think you've seen a lot of teams in the regional. And when you have, I know like Mount Olive, they run like some second squad or something like that. So what's it like going in there?
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We have not got a chance to see some of those teams, Queens and Mount Olive, like face-to-face, so to speak, at their best. But I think our guys look pretty good. I'm anxious to see what those teams will look like in a 10K on a slower course, which course is not fast. Definitely not fast as this course is today. And our guys, we kind of do well. We kind of train more toward the 10K distance all season long, and our guys love that distance, and they're geared up for that. So I think on a slightly tougher course, 10K distance, our guys are looking forward to see what they can do.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
Our 2017 men's cross country champions at Augusta.
Looking ahead to the rest of our fall slate for championships, the men's and women's soccer Final Four returns to Blanchard Woods Park here in Evans, Georgia for the 10th year in a row. Those get underway on Friday, November the 3rd, with the championships on Sunday, November 5th. Also looking ahead to the volleyball tournament, which will be held November 17th through the 19th at Georgia College in Milledgeville. I'll turn our attention to some other conference news, and congratulations to Columbus State's Olivia Gerald, who was named the United Soccer Coaches National Player of the Week on October the 17th. Gerald had 4 goals and 2 assists in the week leading up to that award and becomes the 5th PBC women's soccer player to win the National Player of the Week. Keeping our eyes at Columbus, KP Panu on the men's tennis team won the ITA Oracle Cup, becoming the first Columbus State men's player to do so. Panu beat Oliver Frank of Azusa Pacific in the championship match, and he will advance to the ITA Fall National Championships in Palm Desert, California. We also released our preseason basketball all-conference teams and coaches polls in October. Over on the women's side, it was the Lander Bearcats who were voted the women's preseason favorite. They captured 8 first-place votes ahead of Columbus State, who was in second place. Over on the men's side, it was UNC Pembroke, who was elected as the men's preseason favorite by the league's head coaches. Pembroke also captured 8 first-place votes, finishing ahead of Augusta in second place. Also in October, the Peach Belt Conference's first season of esports competition got underway. 7 teams are competing in the preseason portion of our League of Legends series. You can see all of the results on the PBC website right now. The regular season will begin in January. Also be sure to stay tuned for information regarding the championship tournament. Now it's on to the PBC Play of the Month, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. We had one of our heaviest turnouts in voting ever, and our winning play is this dominating kill by Augusta's Alicia Frazier against Erskine to capture the PBC Play of the Month. So congratulations to Alyssa and the Augusta Jaguars volleyball team on having the October PBC Play of the Month, again presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank Molly Johnson behind the camera and the sports information directors at our member institutions for their assistance in putting this show together. Until next time, I'm Ken Gerlinger, and this is the PBC Now.